even today I feel good. And when I was fighting the featherweight division at this point, I was feeling really bad. So yeah, I think that I made a great decision.
And years ago, when Dustin Poirier went from featherweight to lightweight, he said it took him a few fights to feel like a lightweight rather than just a featherweight that stopped cutting. And Charles said something similar where when he went up to lightweight, where he would be able to knock people out of featherweight, they could take a lot more damage, and it took him a while to feel like that. Do you feel like a featherweight still? Or
That's the experience. I already fought in the featherweight division. I had one fight in the UFC in that division, so I felt actually great. So my experience is going to be completely different.
Outside of fighting, just how's life been for you in general since your last fight? Because we see you promoting fights, we see you on, doing all these media appearances in Spain. So just how's life been, just even outside of Canada?
It has been amazing.
Ilia, down here, you fought back-to-back generational greats in Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski in your last two fights. Where do you rank Charles among them?
Where do I run Charles?
Yes, among comparing to Volkan.
I would want Wolf in the first place, Max in the second, and Charles in the third.
And I wanted to get some clarity on the whole UFC thing. There were reports saying that the Barcelona City Council multiple times where they're not entertaining the idea because they just don't like the sport of MMA. Is that what you've been told?
And I have no idea. I don't know the last things about the UFC game, to be honest.
And a few days before your last fight against Max Holloway, Cristiano Ronaldo had some not choice words. He said that he thought you talked too much. Is there still beef between you two guys, or is it going to be different there?
No, we good.
And you're a Real Madrid fan. What do you make of Xabi Alonso being appointed as new manager?
I'm very happy. I think he's going to do an amazing job. We are going to get more and more targets, as always.
Yeah, we saw the power of 155 pounds after you mentioned against Jack Herder. What do you think even more about the version of an already probably that before this weekend?
More power? I don't know. I think that I'm a better fighter right now, and more mature, more experience. You're going to see for sure a better version of myself.
Along that note of the football sport, one of your good friends, Sergio Ramos, and I spent yesterday around a couple of times in the game tonight. If his results allow him, will be in attendance this weekend to support you?
I don't know. Maybe he will come. I didn't spoke to him.
Ilia, there's this statistic: you have never thrown a kick to the body or the head in the UFC.
Yeah.
And honestly, just why? A lot of people have success with it. What is it you don't like about throwing that move?
The kicks never was a quality that I never had as a fighter. So I don't know. I never liked the body kicks and the head kicks.
I mean, it's obviously worked very well for you in your career. Another question I had, we saw you on Spanish TV playing guitar, doing the song with Antonio Banderas. Is music a big part of your life? And if you did have a band, what would the name be?
It's part of my life and part of all of your life. We love music.
I mean, I do too, but I can't play the guitar like you. Would you ever have a band if you had the opportunity?
No, I just took some classes before that TV show. So I'm not a huge master of guitar, to be honest.
Final question. There's a lot of lightweights who are doing well. Charles, Armin, and guys coming up. Did you feel that outside of Islam that Charles is the best lightweight that you could have fought?
100%. He's the best lightweight right now. If we don't count Islam, he's the best after him.
Thank you.
Just you mentioned you want to face Paddy next, obviously if you do win the title this Saturday. You said that he needs one more fight. How big, obviously not to look past Charles, but how big do you think that fight could be if you lose to
that fight easily could be one of the biggest in the UFC history.
Are there any hard feelings still towards Paddy?
Listen, I don't use it saying anything personal in this game. It's, it's all professional.
And with that one fight that you think that he should have, is there someone in the division that you think would make sense in terms of him winning that fight to get a title shot next?
So if he wants to assure his title shot, he has to fight with Justin Gaethje, because if he fights with Arman, I think that Arman's going to beat him. So the easiest path he has right now to get the title shot is Justin. Stylistic.
Two more questions, James.
Over here. Obviously, I know you wanted to fight Islam Makhachev. He's going to 170. Do you think he'll have success up there because he's one of the bigger fighters in your division right now?
Can you repeat that?
How do you think Islam Makhachev will do at 170 when he fights Jack Almella?
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. I never thought about that. I don't know.
In terms of, I know the weight cut was a big part of you, obviously, at 145. How much different is camp than not having to focus on that as much? Is it possible this camp's one of your best just for the simple fact that the weight cut isn't as big of a focus?
For sure, it's one of the best training camps that I ever had. I have been able to enjoy the whole process, like I said before. I'm very happy with everything that I lived in this training camp, how it has been. Felt very happy with the whole process.
Just last one for me, I know the focus is on you this Saturday. Any update on your brother when we can see him fight again? Obviously, there's a lot of excitement for his next fight.
Hopefully they are going to announce his fight after my fight, after my victory. That's it.
Hi, Ilia Topuria. You spoke, earlier about wanting to bring the UFC to Spain. What do you think win against Charles will push that forward, you think?
I don't think it has to do anything about winning or losses. Everything is about the deal of the UFC with the television here. So if they get a new deal and we could have an event in Spain with the prime time in Spain, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.